certain if I'd actually updated my Twitch title before trying to go live, but I know that I forgot to hit start recording after sending out that tweet until about now. So, you know, real clever on my part. Also, I'm not real sure that it's actually a bad game. It's a pain of a game at times. Late game, I would definitely argue it's bad, but at present, I don't know. I think it's perfectly fine. And last time when I left off, we were in Unicorn HQ. We're still in Unicorn HQ. All of our suits are updated as they're gonna be. I am apparently streaming at 1 bit per second according to the stream health, so hopefully Twitch is actually working. And I'm just showing off what the stuff that Unicorn HQ has for sale is. Some of this I may want to purchase, owing to the fact that I do have additional large E-caps. But I think if any of those, it would be the Rictius. Okay, so we can't go further into Unicorn HQ, which means I believe there's a black market shop that we just straight don't have access to. I don't think the Mini G system here has anything worthwhile. Though it may do the double booster here, I'm not sure. It does. Okay, so this is the thing that I was kind of pointing out, or talking about before, as being the top tier optional part. And that's almost entirely on the energy side. But, I mean, keeping in mind we have our best unit has like 700 health, thereabouts. This would be a solid bump across the board for anybody. It's more HP than the top tier HP parts, more range than the top tier Sensor Plus, more melee than the top tier Melee Plus. Slightly less HP than the Defender unit, and it doesn't provide armor, but it does provide speed. And of course it provides 3 energy at the start of battle. Which means that one of those, a double booster plus anything. No, just straight up a double booster gives you 5. To get to 7, which is the starting point necessary for, I think it's Shot Burst, you need something a bit more powerful, but... Also, I was messing around with a mixer and just crappy microphone from a friend of mine. And I understand now why a lot of the things, Epos Vox, I really can't remember too many of the goddamn names. Suggest even if you get a mixer with USB, generally speaking, it's not going to be outputting through USB at the same level as if you just plugged it in. Because with gain turned up and the mixer outputting at 0 dB, the microphone would actually clip. So I needed to turn the gain down. Conversely, what I'm doing, well, what I then tried to do, this isn't that setup, though I'm thinking still of getting something of that sort. Conversely, when I was trying to do it via USB, I needed to get a whole bunch of gain added to be at the same level. Oddly, though, when both things were at the same volume... Wait, where the fuck am I going? Oh, I'm taking a detour. This is to go to where we actually need to go. This is plot. I don't want to go toward plot. I want to go toward here. As I was saying, there was about a 30 dB difference between the two when I was just speaking through it, through the mic. The USB versus the output, which is kind of goddamn ridiculous. On the other hand, like I was saying, there was a noticeable noise floor difference. The USB output had a noise floor that was about 10 dB lower. And what we're doing here is actually heading over to Florida. I believe the Southeast America and East Coast America have enemies that are still doable for us. It's basically the same set of enemies. As we've been dealing with, I should say. I do need to qualify that one. And we're going over to essentially where New York City is, I believe. It's around there. And the reason for that is that is where Diggins Rock is. And Diggins Rock has, I believe it's... Well, the major thing, as far as right now goes, is that it has... hacking tools. Which if we wanted to go back and get some of the various things from that tunnel... would be very important. These things are actually very fast. They're not super dangerous, but they are very fast. Then again, as I have stated a few times, we are quite a bit more capable than I think the game really intends us to be right now. I think they're really only expecting a Impact Lance user. And of course, one of the nice parts of Diggins Rock is it does have pretty good music. Hopefully that is coming across reasonably well. Mega G system. What's the difference between a Mega G system and a regular ass G system? I think that actually does have... I don't know if it's plot relevance or if it's New Game Plus relevance. Because while I have beaten this game before, I remember basically nothing about later game. And yeah, we still have that GM sniper in the backlog. Or in the back. And a Mega Cannon shield, which is actually, it's pretty decent at both things it does. So, of course, the problem is right below it is that double beam gun. I mean, that's a problem that exists for a lot of these weapons, though. I'm hesitant to use anything that's bazookas, just based off things we've seen. Seems to suggest that the bazookas kinda suck. They seem like they have lower accuracy. And so here we see a weapon, our first weapon, that's actually stronger than the impact lance. And we have started to see weapons that are comparable. Now, of course, the major thing with this is that if we grab... Well, actually... If we grab, say, this Heat Hawk, High Heat Hawk, we can swap that over to the Kaempfer, put just a decent arm on the Kaempfer, and it would be better suited for Tristan than the impact lance using Yan, which conversely would then be better suited for Tremi. Unfortunately, you know, of course, it does not have a ranged weapon of any kind. So at this point, I think we're going to skip that and wait until there's either a better suit or a better weapon available. The impact lance is it's just a little bit too strong for us to really spend money on something that's just going to be a side grade 90% of the way. Oh, hey, lockpick. Also, I'm pretty sure that the lockpick was basically mandatory to pick up, and I don't know why it's still being... I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I was gonna check out what that mind barrier is. Oh, that actually could be pretty good. And we've started to fill up our inventory with a variety of crap, which is... I believe Diggins Rock has a pretty good mini G system. And once we get back down into Diggins Rock after checking out their mini G system, of which again I believe the most notable part is I'm pretty sure it has a double booster. That always sounds way better than it actually ends up being. Because, I mean, yes, it is a 1 part in place of 3 parts, but... And that +3 to starting energy is also very strong on its own. But I'm not sure it can actually be equipped with the double booster. I think it takes up 2 spots. So, of course, to get to the 7 that I've mentioned a few times, we would need something like a double booster and a +1, like an E-cap or something of the sort. Whichever version is +1 and only takes 1 spot. Because I think the double booster takes 3. And then combine that with something that already has 3 starting energy on its torso. Which is not a super common thing. He nearly destroyed the world, but he was brilliant. So Lost City, I believe, is kind of the North American continent's version of Moonarch. But it's an item what the... What? Oh, hey, a hacking tool. I believe there are a few more hacking tools in here. I think there's a grand total of like 3. And we can see here that this is, you know, really not intended to be that much higher than we are currently. I think it's... Oh. Huh, I was thinking it was over on this side. It might be down the escalator. Might be over here. I'm pretty sure we have access to all the chests here, so I'm not really... Oh, that's where the hacking tools were. I'm not that concerned about missing anything. I will go down that escalator when we are finished here, but I've not checked out everything up here yet. Well, it's a good thing we don't have Vargas. Though I can't 100% vouch for Bazuli. That was apparently Lyra? Okay, so we don't get to talk to the professor. I was thinking there was another store. And I don't think I've seen somebody who can upgrade the mobile suits, so I may have just missed that. Or ignored it. Probably in here. Or that person who was in front of here. It is super weird to me that the just resting is 1/3 the price of also having your stuff repaired when repair techniques are so TP and expensive. Okay, so fortunately, we don't need to worry about Bazuli hitting on Lyra because he's a giant moron. Yeah, I guess I just missed the person who upgrades stuff. And that's really all that I think is relevant here. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the Rick Diaz data, and that would be more convenient just to grab it here. Should probably check and see what that would be about in comparison to our other suits. Yeah, it would be more of a, well, a slightly more capable range suit. That Gundam Mark II is a melee suit. And it might be what we're switching, gonna switch Tristan over to anyway. Yeah, one of the problems with potentially doing the Rick Diaz is, I believe it's one of the suits that shows up right before we start getting the suits that are actually really good at range. So it's, well, do I really want to do it? How many ECAPs do we have? 5. I'm gonna pass. And if you hear something kind of clicking, that's probably a cough drop. My throat's really sore right now for some reason. I will never remember to actually mute that. I apparently just need a checklist of things to go in before I start streaming. Thank you for the follow. And we're heading to... Actually, I don't remember the name of it. This is the problem of leaving important decisions, or leaving important areas to over the weekend. Also with being just a tiny bit too weak to kill stuff in one hit again. Keep thinking we need to change things more than we actually do. And that gun cannon arm is pretty bad, actually. It's been pretty bad for a while at this point. And when we get out of the fight, I should really double check the map to make sure that I'm actually headed towards the right area. I think that Unicorn HQ did put the location on our map, but I can't recall 100%. Also, okay, so that is working. I don't know why my compressor seems to not be working. Might just need to turn it off and have everything be handled by the filters in OBS again. Actually, if something that I was messing around with yesterday actually got saved, that would explain it. So while this is going on, I will check that. Nope, I don't know why it's peeking into the red on occasion. And I would say something about these enemies, but even with some of the designs being interesting, most of these enemies are just fodder right now. If I had two suits set up for, well, I don't have two pilots that can do shoot all, but if I had two suits and two pilots who can do shoot all, I wouldn't even need to be worried about most of these encounters. That would require a few more levels, though. Unfortunately, the overworld map is not rotatable, or this would be a bit easier to find. Especially since the map is kinda crappy. Oh, wait. I think that's it. think that is the G system. So they're fast, but they don't have any health. Well, I wouldn't be playing the game if I didn't like it. It's definitely got some odd points though. And I think I only picked the game out by chance, originally, due to the fact that it didn't say it was a Gundam game. Because I was all about the weird Gundam games on PS2. Encounters in Space and Journey to Jaburo? I think it was. I have not given the more recent Gundam games a shot, but I've kind of preferred RPGs for the most part anymore. Upgrade kits, which are great for storing and completely forgetting to use. Is this really just a single path? Been such a long time since we've had a dungeon with a single path. Although I suppose the last time was the last time we were in a G system, so that does kind of make sense. And I can't recall if we are actually forced to put Tristan into the suit, or if he's, you know, just dropped into it to start. I don't believe either is actually the case. We can wait until it is upgraded. Yeah, it's well behind right now. We can wait until it's upgraded for so it's actually usable. And okay, so there are going to be encounters. And of course, none of the regular encounters are that difficult. I don't remember. Well, I don't remember this being a dungeon at all, so I guess that does say something about what I expect the encounter level to be. I expect it to be roughly the same as it has been. Maybe more of the same enemies. Yeah, case in point. The annoying part here being that shoot all does not quite kill them if they're not doing a melee attack. I don't know what boost it would have used though. Somehow I doubt this will be anything. Well, it's got actually a fair amount of defense. Does not have a huge amount of HP though. And this is a problem I've actually run into a few times in this game, where... Which one is it? Oh, yeah, they just revive after fight. Because I got kinda used to Saga Frontier 2 healing your party a bit after every fight, and thus not needing to... I don't think that really anybody's turn is going to go off, so... Well, that was actually a fair bit tougher than I was anticipating out of these fights. But a lot of that was just that the Marasais are fast. If one of these fights combined the Marasai with the Ashmar that we just saw, it would probably be a bit more dangerous as well. Oh, okay, so Tremmy gets to kill it. Although a lot of the reason why the Ashmar was dangerous in the first place was just that it got a crit. Speak of the devil. That's annoying. Tristan continually getting physical damage is also very annoying. I think the save point was just right up pretty close to this, so... I do really like that save points heal us in this. Even without restoring TP, that's a very nice quality of life feature. And assuming the encounter difficulty stays about where it's been, I suspect I will be, be using that after each of these fights. Or after a fair number of them anyway. Because I am pretty sure that there isn't going to be an actual boss encounter at the end here. And I want to keep Aeon's EP up for bit usage. Especially since I don't know quite how many enemies are left. And of course, random encounters are, actually effective in this at kind of wearing your resources down. Especially when you only have 4 people. Tristan is the best at getting hurt, apparently. And the healing meds are very cheap, so I really should be using them instead of heal. And also, I don't know why that sickle keeps getting crits. It got a lot of crits when I was using it as Tristan's weapon as well. So I'm kind of inclined to believe that it has a plus crit that just isn't mentioned. Well, actually, it might be mentioned and we just can't see it. Because I don't think that there's a description for the actual weapon side. So at least 3 more fights. Plus a boss fight. Actually impressive how many times we've gotten hit with hurt here. Oh yeah, I never bought more of the plain old repair kit. Still don't know what fear does. I think I looked it up one of the times after I made the comment that I don't know what it does. But it might be the no technique. While some techniques are strong, that does strike me as being considerably more powerful for enemies to use on you than to use on enemies. Hey, something actually hit Bazuli. Feels like that has gotten rare. Which makes sense, he does have ridiculous health. Yeah, we'll just defend. Tremy being actually capable at melee here makes a lot of these decisions a lot easier. That was not intentional. I thought Aeon was actually slower than Bazuli. I thought wrong, apparently. Or I guess I should say I thought the Gundam was faster than the Gelgoog. And Tremy should once again take out the enemy. I was right, but not for the reasons I thought I was going to be. And I believe there's one more? That was apparently forfeit. I am going to run back to the save point real quick, just to make sure I don't need to do, what, those 4 or 5 fights again? And unsurprisingly, when things attack the Gundam, it's really not of that much concern, owing to it having, I think, double the defense almost all of our other suits have. I don't think Pilot does anything as far as defense goes, but the Gundam just has a fair amount of innate defense, and of course it's rocking 1 or 2 shields. A lot of our other suits are just a little bit behind the curve right now. But that's fine, we'd probably get more from getting a few levels than we would from switching out too many of our suits. Plus, on things like the Gan, one of the reasons it's even usable is because it can actually use that impact lance, while the Kingfur cannot, owing to it being more of a balanced suit. And we've gotten pretty good luck as far as not taking too much damage from those encounters. Though, of course, Tremmy has taken a little bit of damage. And I meant to heal with a repair kit, and just forgot about. Well, somebody's using Shot Burst. Unfortunately, because I'm pretty sure that Fritz's suit starts out unupgraded, I'm pretty sure it actually kind of sucks. I think melee attacks plus shoot all should take out the Zaku's. One of the Zaku's. Okay, yeah, I was right about what Terror does. This is probably gonna hurt. Okay, so the Cubely is quite strong. System hack might be a better choice here. And we'll get to see how the full armor Gundam is. Not as bad as I anticipated. Yeah, a lot of these just are not usable currently for Brits. Especially assuming that the Hubli has a fairly standard amount of health. This is getting to be a pretty dangerous battle. Yeah, the others are not usable. Oh. I'd apparently either done a lot more damage than I anticipated, or it had less health than I was expecting. Could have been both. Now I could just use auto drive to get back, but I seem to recall there's a reason not to. Actually, that's... the Gundam's not really set up for anything yet, so... And it's really only when I mess up and hit the buttons that, Was I mistaken, or did I just not have the map far enough right? It might also be that it happens after this event, back at Unicorn headquarters. I was thinking we could do it now and that Vargas would be rejoining. Must have been mistaken. Must need to go to Unicorn headquarters first. And I like that we only have 3 options available to us. And so we can see that in comparison to the Gyan, it's actually already there durability-wise. And it's up there as far as everything else goes too. Oh, the full armor Gundam did have a few upgrades already. Mostly those are relevant to keep it up there for health for a bit. Although I seem to recall its armor and innate additional energy keeping it in use for a bit longer than its stats really would suggest. Yeah, unfortunately, it can't equip the impact lance. And I never did purchase that axe, so... I think it's actually more capable as a... Yeah, we have another enhanced wing. That's what's giving it a lot of its speed. Gundam Mark II is actually fully capable as basically anything we really want to do with it. I'm leaning towards giving it to Tremi right now. Give it all the various guard things. And it can afford a small drop in armor to get a bit of speed. Especially since we have that... Yeah, these are getting very close. Oh, actually, I think it's at the point where if we had that axe, it would already be better than having the sickle on. But that's fine. I'm pretty sure that Gundam Arm 2 is the best arm for anybody else. I'm guessing that there is a cutscene or something that we missed along the way by using auto drive. Or maybe it's, the area directly northeast of us. That little clearing area. I don't think I've set up the Gundam 2 this way before, but it actually looks pretty good in my opinion. Normally the combos look really dumb, in my opinion. That one's working pretty well. And I didn't need to change colors on anything. Oh, I think it might be this little... Okay. So I was misremembering where this was. That is fine. It's kind of unfortunate that we didn't get to use the gal, but... I really like the way this game uses its music, even if it does sometimes feel like it does not have a very large soundtrack. And I believe this is a one-time town, so all of this... Well, you kind of have those out of order, Aeon. All the talking, and there's presumably items here. regular old shield. There's an area we can walk to back here. There doesn't appear to be any items. Always strange. Oh, I guess that... I don't get how... like, half of the... terrain here work. And if there's anything I've learned from getting boxes in weird locations, I wasn't actually expecting that. Are there boxes back here? I mean, it's not anything useful or good, mind. But a smoke bomb can be sold. And okay, so the attack upgrade kit, hacking tool. We have more items than I thought were here, which is always good. But the only ones I was actually concerned about were the ECAP and the hacking tool. And... oh. So, Vargas is in a Kingfer. Which, if nothing else, is an additional bit of the Kingfer spikes. Yeah, he himself is more of a ranged pilot, so... I do seem to recall this as being kind of one of the points where we start getting oh, wait, actually I just want to kill the shot killer. A fair amount of upgrades. In a fairly short period of time. But I could be misremembering. I mean, I misremembered where the crash point was, after all. Oh, now we have two people with auto drive. Although most of Vargas's other techniques kinda suck. I believe his actual boosts are pretty decent, though. So his major problem now is just not having a especially good suit. doing the walk over here mainly because we need some experience. I was thinking that Crash Point was actually one time, but I guess we could go back to it. Interesting. So now we do have to worry about Vargas hitting on Lyra. I'm not sure of her name. And I believe we got everything from here last time we were here. So it's really just going up to talk to the leader of Diggins Rock. I don't think there's anything new here. Although we can talk to Vargas. And Fritz if we run into him, but I don't know where he is. I regret talking to Vargas almost every time I do it. You know, in a sane universe, rather than being, oh, you're not whoever, they would ask his name. Now, presumably this will be for the Lost City that I mentioned before as being kind of the moon arc of here. Oh, okay, so... That is odd that this game has you do a single Shiki data. I think that's what is the key for Crash Point being destroyed, or it might be us actually going into and then returning from Lost City. And I'll do a quick look. Wait a second. Was that a chest back there? Kinda visible? Only visible when we were on the way down? I don't think so. For one thing, I don't know how the hell we would get to it. Is he just referring to this? The very, very obvious path we used the first time? So I think Lost City is over here. Yeah. And I seem to recall that Lost City has some pretty good items. But not a huge amount. So these, I believe, are continuations, improvements of the Death Armies. I don't remember if this area has an actual boss. I'm guessing not. Well, it seems to make sense to me to just follow the shortest path here. If this is actual... well, that's a lot of enemies. If this is actual progression, that's, still really not that bad. After this encounter, I am going to stand up and stretch my legs a tiny bit. They're still using the rod-based ones. Interesting. I'm going to heal first, just so I don't forget to. And having Fritz with this is useful because aside from bomber, and he doesn't even have high bomber. There's not much use for his TP. He does have high grenade, which can be, I should say, pretty decent, but is not isn't at the level of bits. Or once she eventually gets them, funnels. Death version of Marasai. That's interesting. I wonder if they are both still faster than us, and... well, they're not faster. They're still faster than the Gundam, but... they have apparently a fair amount of health. Interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot about the healing aspect. It's not huge, but it is still some health they recover most turns, almost every turn, whenever they're damaged. I wonder what that box does. I don't even know if we can actually get to that box. I seem to recall everything in here being worth it. But I don't know if that's just faulty memory. I'm not sure how to damage the full guard Zaku. Is it just gonna be melee? Is it just like a... Oh, is it just gonna be techniques? Is that what it is? I don't know if techniques are special or if they're also guardable or... Looks like that's what it was. That's dumb. Heat machine gun. Interesting. And not awful. I've not done selling of stuff in a while. Whoop. We stay running in the same direction thing does not always work out very well. So that got us that first route got us a hacking tool, I think. I've already, god damn it. No, let's switch back. And it's probably a good thing we upgraded the full armor Gundam. It's not a huge amount of additional damage, but every little bit helps. Probably should put a melee weapon on it. I mean, I probably should have set it up for shoot all and put Bazooly in it, but actually Fritz might have shoot all as well. I don't really remember. But I do like that this game has these set encounters as well as some regular encounters. Sorry if that some of that sneeze came through. Oh, that doesn't actually stop the... Interesting. I was thinking that would stop the technique. Yeah, we're still actually in a pretty good spot, HP-wise. Since they were, I believe they're fairly short, I believe we should be able to get through 2 dungeons this time. Okay. Oh, there's that, which has a locked... Okay. Locked box behind it. I don't think I'm actually going to pick up the lockbox, though. Well, that fully healed him for, well, not fully healed, but pretty damn close to fully healed. So I wonder if techniques are what we basically need to do. Yeah, it looks like techniques were the order of the day. And I'm skipping this because I'm pretty sure it's a weapon that, well, it's better than what a lot of what we have doesn't. Oh, I never equipped any range stuff, or more important, the shields. Oh, yeah, can only do one. While I am pretty sure it would be an upgrade, I'm not sure it would be that much of an upgrade, is the issue. I've spent hacking tools on actual crap that didn't even get used at the time. Okay, so sniper rifle too. So that's a bit of an upgrade for the shoot all. I don't know if it's enough of an upgrade to really increase how capable we are of killing things. But it should be a nice damage boost all the same. Provided I do actually select it. I suspect we are not going to be killing the Death Deus. Unless the sniper rifle actually ends up being very, very capable. Nope. So it was probably pretty close, but not quite as powerful as it needed to be. Fortunately, we do have very strong melee. Also, we are getting a really nice amount of XP for these set battles. like there is a save in the lower area. That is good. That technique could be basically anything. Yeah, I believe they have grenade as well as a charge ability, so. This is definitely doing a good job of showing off why we want, eventually, a dual burst setup. Dual shoot all setup. And that has the secondary advantage of actually being pretty good for bosses as well. Owing largely to the fact that the bursts for ranged users tend to be very strong. Boosts, rather, not bursts. Goog Gunner. Okay. And provided that's not a quick shot, I'm not 100% certain we're even going to take damage. Interesting. At least it wasn't a lot of damage. And even the regular encounters here are pretty good for both experience and money. I was mostly concerned with the save point, so I was not actually checking for items, for chests. I didn't see any though. What's... Oh. Is that... That looks kind of like a... Oh. But it also looks kind of like there's a chest over here. Oh, no. That gray there made me think that it was a chest. Okay. So... Let's check out the south door. Or I guess it's west door. If it is also locked, we will just hit up the save point and go through the north door? West door? Oh, can we not get... Oh. Well, we need to walk past this anyway. Okay. Ah, another red encounter. What? Okay. Death Gundam Mark II. Just had enough to survive those. So of course we get a critical. That's a shit ton of damage. And with her attack down, even if that wasn't a shit ton of damage, it wouldn't be worth keeping her out. Yeah, I think Fritz's suit is just a much better suit right now. That recovers a lot of health per turn. Fortunately, it does not seem to have a huge amount of health, but in the Death Army, I seem to recall not even being as good as its stats would suggest, because I think it has the issue of only having like one energy to start, something dumb like that. So yeah, if it was the Gundam Mark II setup for shoot all, then I could drop whichever of Bazuli and Fritz had the higher ranged score. And that would of course be considerably more capable. And faster, and I think have more armor. Not Gundam Mark II. The full armor Gundam. Getting both of those at about the same time. Oh. I seem to recall that the items left here are still really good, though. And the fights aren't that much worse. I never did check out that west door in the same room as the save point, though. You one up on the ramp. Might have to check that out when we are on our... Oh. It's so weird, sometimes you can't walk on that type of stuff. Oh. Okay. A lot of times they put chests on those little areas. Yeah, once we finish with this, we should definitely have the money and some of the parts to do some pretty extensive upgrading. Also, if I had just looked at the map, I would not have assumed that this actually continues. I'm not using his AP for anything. PP for anything. I don't know what the dangerous one here is. It could be all of them, really. I suspect that Heat Shotel will be very dangerous. But I also suspect that it probably has the majority of the health. Yeah, its revenge hits were very strong. That's what I was thinking it was going to be. That is very disappointing. the fact that we did all of that and the weapon actually ended up being that bad. Just kind of sucks. Well, it's not, super bad. It's just we can purchase better. And for something using a hacking tool that they're pretty rare, you expect it to be better than you can purchase right then. And the EN use difference is not meaningful. It's not like the high heat hawk uses 3 energy or something. And I will want to check how many small E-caps I have after this. I don't think anything in here drops them, but so I can really just check them right now. $35. So I'm still 5 short of a double booster. Unfortunate, but I did spend 20 on that sickle that I'm still using. Once we get 5 more and get that double booster, it will be used for by somebody for the rest of the game, though, so. And we'll make it possible to do a shot bursts shoot all setup. And we're actually getting another double booster soon, whenever we get the double Zeta. Which, okay, so that's not that soon, but... Okay. And there's a fair amount here we can't really explore, so... I'm just trying to check out everything we can. I'd kind of forgotten about this door until we were way past it. Don't know how much damage they took. Fortunately, being in the back road does repair some, but it's not a huge amount. And it would be more relevant if more of our suits were actually really good. But... Okay. Princess. Oh, it's just gonna be snipe assist, so. I don't know what that does. Oh, it makes it so that counters don't happen. I was thinking there was another item we could get somewhere here. I may have been mistaken, though. I'm just going to use escape and we will auto drive back. So, there's going to be some sort of cutscene here, most likely involving, at this point, I have to assume, Zarth. Zarth? And that on-screen text there. Very good. Always nice to have something like that burned into your monitors.
People of Earth, I am Vladi Zarth, the rightful heir of Rivage Zarth. You blame the Zarth family for the Great Fall. You call us an evil organization. You have been told lies. Mankind's own dependence and greed brought about the Great Fall. The G-System wasn't created to protect the Earth. It was created to satisfy mankind's own lust for power. Misuse of the G-System destroyed the Earth's environment and wiped out 90% of its population in the process. That is the truth of the Great Fall. Yes, the G-System went out of control. But those who used it unwisely are to blame. Foolish people of Earth, hear me now. We're the Neo-Zarth. The Zarth family has risen once again. This is a formal declaration of war. I will restore peace and order by any means.
How could this happen?
Well, I mean, did you see what he was named? Like, if your name was Vladi Zarth, I'm pretty sure that you would be destined to be a supervillain as well. Yes. And once we pick up the Hyakushiki and at least look at it for a second, that is going to be it for this time. I am in the wrong area. I don't like doing extensive modifications on screen, so I've been kind of avoiding it. And been just trying to do quick things that can be done quickly on stream. But I think this will be a fairly extensive upgrade session. Now, I believe the Zeta Gundam is set up to be very much a ranged Gundam, or a ranged suit. Same as Hyakushiki. And I think part of that just comes down to the later series Gundams Oh, I wanted to show off the... I think it's this. I don't remember where the upgrade person is. Not there. I don't think walking people... Well, I'd say that, but I know that one of the shopkeepers does just walk around. So. You're just a standard shopkeeper. I don't think it was up here. Maybe that lady down there. It's still weird that there's an item shop that's not actually an item shop. Is it over here? It might be. Nope. Oh, must be in the back area. And that puts it pretty squarely on the first floor, unless it's this person, but I think this is the person that tells you not to hit on Lyra. Is it you? No. I don't think it's this person either. I think this was another locked door. At least the music is nice for while I'm being a moron. So I think it's this person. So the Hyakushiki at default is it's pretty fast, and that wing that it has is very fast. Here we are comparing it to a 60 speed enhanced wing. It's a fairly similar to the large type wing. Of course, the high power wing is also gold to go along with the rest of the Hyakushiki being gold. And its arms are, I believe, very good, but also very specialized. And its armor is quite strong and very light. Legs, pretty standard fare. I think its legs, the only thing that really separates them out are the absurd speed they have. So yeah, the Hyakushiki is quite capable, and it's really good at being a ranged thing. I mean, already it's, without any upgrades, it would be, I think, our strongest range suit. So it's a considerable upgrade as far as that goes. Like I said, though, that is going to be it for this time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the follow. And I will... Actually, I'll bring it up on screen. I will be... That's still not the right screen. I will be back with more of this on Friday. It only took me 3 tries to get to the right screen. Scene, whatever.